for the prophet who prophesies peace, when the word of that prophet comes to pass, then it will be known that the Lord has truly sent the prophet. Jeremiah 28:9. We are a people of peace, a peace that only the Lord can give. And we know that peace is a struggle, even when it comes from the Lord. It is difficult to have peace within ourselves, peace within our families, peace within our country, and peace within our world. Though peace is difficult to achieve, nevertheless the Lord provides. My peace I leave to you, my peace I give to you, as we hear in the Mass. To live as people of peace is a calling to each of us. However, it is in particular a calling to government officials. Franciscan University student government, FUSG, is not a government in the strict sense of having political authority over a region, but it does have an obligation to support peace on campus. Student government, as outlined in our Constitution, has a tripartite mission: to represent student concerns to the university, to support student clubs, and to coordinate a strong relationship between the student body and the city of Steubenville. Through these areas, student government strives to support peace on campus. As we all know, outside factors changed that in March 2020. We all remember the month where COVID changed our lives for good. Without a doubt, COVID-19 rocked the heart of Franciscan culture. Today, only the senior class remembers a completely normal year. Household events, the resurrection party, interdorm visitation, seeing each other's faces, and Mass in Christ the King Chapel, they all ceased as hallmarks of our campus. To many students, Franciscan lost part of what makes it special during COVID. Fast forward a year later, and the time was ripe for change. Students yearn for Franciscan culture to blossom again. In light of student interest, I made two promises on the campaign trail at that time. First, that student government would bring fun back to campus. Second, that student government would focus university resources on mental health support. Today, I am proud to say that we have made significant inroads on both of these goals, and we are prepared to take the next steps in their ultimate completion. Almost 2 years after COVID first burst upon our campus, the tide has become more favorable. Last semester, my administration hit the ground running with events focused on the student body. Collaborating with athletics and student life, student government organized 3 Baron Blasts for our soccer and volleyball teams, supporting our athletes as they put points on the board. Other events marked the semester, including the Orientation After Party, Wisconsin Fest, a drive-in movie theater, Sunday for Your Sunday, the Jubilee Christmas Party, and the first ever Student Services Fair. Most notably, student government engaged in new partnerships with budding student leadership. We supported the creation of the Baron Brigade, now hyping up students at almost every home game. The Baron Pep Band resurfaced and offered a Christmas concert, while Franciscan University Musical Theater Troupe began preparations for their upcoming spring performance of Newsies. Ultimately, Franciscan student clubs blossomed with 6 new clubs and more activities. Another hallmark of our administration is supporting the mental health needs of students on campus. Countless conversations last spring with faculty, staff, and students painted a dim picture of mental health on campus. Naturally, COVID-19 policies only accentuated those concerns. In the fall, my administration began conversations with key university administrators to target the perceived and real issues surrounding mental health on campus. The first concrete change came with the inaugural Student Services Fair, highlighting university resources available to address the emotional, mental, academic, and spiritual needs of students. After a rounding success, I am excited to announce that this fair will occur again in this February. However, the real question in your mind as well as mine regards the future. Look, if politicians don't talk about the future, then what are they talking about? My definition of future success is simple: that student government builds on the gains we made last semester in mental health and fun activities on campus, while accurately representing student interest to university administration. Events this semester will include 3 more Baron Blasts with free food, beer, and opportunities to watch your Barons take the win. Yes, I did say beer, we'll be having that. Plans are in the works also for an event in downtown Steubenville that unites campus fun with our home away from home. Various events devoted to practical skills will also be on the calendar. And preparations have begun for Grad Week, a week-long series of events at the end of the semester celebrating Franciscan life and the last days of our senior class. Mental health, however, requires even more of our attention and resources. While we have made strides in the conversations with university administration and have a better understanding of the struggles on all sides, talk ultimately is cheap. I enter this semester with renewed hope that we can make impactful change, real change, on mental health issues. While student government can only advocate on behalf of student interests and does not have the funding or authority to implement sweeping policy changes, we are ready to act. My hope is that through working with the Wellness Center, every student on campus has ready access to counseling services and resources are made available that support severe mental health conditions. There is no doubt in my mind that the Wellness Center is committed to both of these goals and strives daily to achieve them. But let us not forget that we always can and should do better. A few final words about student government's internal organization. Myself, Joshua, my vice president, our executive board, 12 senators, and 3 justices are here and ready to serve. Student government is, as outlined in our Constitution, has a tripartite mission. I already mentioned it. To represent student interests to the university administration, to support student clubs, and to coordinate strong relationships between the student body and the city of Steubenville. Every year, student government has over $60,000 to spend on student interests. That is your money, not mine, and not student government's. Please don't hesitate to reach out with questions, ideas, or concerns. They are always welcome, and I personally try to respond within 24 hours to any communications. So you have it, and I'm going to repeat it twice. My phone number is 740-424-1551. Again, 740-424-1551. And I can also be reached by email at sg@franciscan.edu. Guys, the spring semester has begun. I'm committed to building up Franciscan culture through student activities and mental health resources. If the time is not now to achieve these goals, then when will it ever be? I ask that you support my administration in our endeavors and pray for our work. Let us embark together in praise and thanksgiving, knowing that the Lord will light our ways and bring each of us into his peace.